Hello and welcome.
Welcome to the Stampin Scoop Show.
Looks like y'all having a great conversation before
I know.
we get on here.
Wow, you guys beat us all out here. Welcome aboard. Like, it's great to see everybody. I'm like, wow, I had to look back. I'm like, dang, you like, but she's got a blizzard, and we got, oh man, we got all kinds of things happening out there. Well, you know what? This is a perfect thing to do for a snow day or a snow night in our
indoor activities.
Yes, so it's great to see you guys on board. We are very happy you are here. We have a cool episode today, lots of Valentine's Day. But that's not all we have. In addition to Valentine's Day and tons of ideas, we also have some card making that's very cool. And we are going to showcase and tell you some tips and tricks about this super cool new toy. This is the Glass Mat Studio, and Stampin' Up! Is currently promoting it with the Demonstrator kit. You can actually get this free. It's $60 value free with the demo kit, which is pretty stinking awesome, right? But I know, you look at it and you go, okay, what else? Well, wait until you get done with this episode and you'll be like, oh my God, I need that.
I know. She's teaching me stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like, really? You can do that?
That's what we were both like, yeah, it's really cool. I mean, it's great that you can stamp on it, but then after I was like investigating, I was like, oh man, I need another one of these. So, lots to talk about. But before we jump into all of that, let's talk about what we're giving away today.
Winner, winner. So if you enter by leaving a comment on either or any of the multiple locations we are broadcasting on, which is Facebook, YouTube, X, or also known as Twitter, for both Stamp with Tami and Crafty Stampin', all you have to do is leave a comment. Let us know you're there. Say hi. You'll be entered in to win the Saying Thanks card kit. And if you share this broadcast on any social media platform and come back here and type the word shared with a D, you will be entered a second time to win this kit. And we have a winner from our last one, which is an amazing swag bag.
This was quite the giveaway here. And that is Linda Davis. Congratulations. Woo-hoo! She won the swag bag from our last episode. And so I sent you an email, Linda, and you can redeem that for your swag bag. We'll get that off to you. So congrats and good luck to everybody on entry. Next up is this month's Paper Pumpkin Kit. Look at it, so sweet.
Oh my God, it is so cute with that bunny. I hope there's bunnies are in there.
So adorable. Paper Pumpkin is an all-inclusive crafting kit, great for beginners, but you don't have to be a beginner to love your Paper Pumpkin kit. Just ask us, because we're addicted.
Yes.
And we have got lots of Paper Pumpkin tips and tricks when you subscribe with either myself or Linda. You also get our PPX videos from our PPX Curvy Month, which is alternate ideas. And if you subscribe to my newsletter, you'll know a couple months ago I accidentally sent it out, the exclusive videos to the entire mailing. And so you guys have had a little peek at actually
you
what
know how amazing those projects can be.
They're pretty awesome.
Yeah. I think we all try to one-up each other every month.
I know. And then it gets just better and better and better.
Like, oh, that was really good. Wait, you see what I can do.
I know. And then I'm like, dang, how am I going to beat that one? So this is the time, I tell everybody, this is the time to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin because it's celebration time. And that means if you do prepaid Paper Pumpkin kits, you can do a 3-month, 6-month, or 12-month subscription. And you get
more.
Free celebration products. And if you do the 12-month, you even get free celebration products and free Stampin' rewards. And you get a 12 months of Paper Pumpkin all prepaid for you. And you just kick back and let those Paper Pumpkin boxes, kits roll in every month. Yep. So that's a whole lot of fun. This is the time to do it. I know a lot of my customers, they wait for celebration every year and do the 12-month. It is the best deal and the best way to get Paper Pumpkin.
Yes, it is. And this month, well, actually this quarter, Stampin' Up! Kind of rejig things. So they are kind of announcing the kits quarterly. And the add-ons are now all going to be dies, and they will work with all 3 in the quarter. So this quarter is the Love of Spring dies, and it's got 3 dies in it. And some of my projects happen to have
mine too.
Because that love I was
First
like,
of all,
need it.
they're like, oh, this goes with January, February, and March paper pumpkin kits, and I'm like, that goes with everything.
Yes, I agree.
Use that on everything. It's
Yes.
so much more than just, and it's a great deal. Too.
It is. It is. You do need to be a current Paper Pumpkin subscriber to order it. But
yeah, which is easy enough to do. And then we were talking about celebration. It is celebration time. January and February.
Best time of the year.
It is the most wonderful time of the year. Every $50 in orders you spend in our online stores, you get free exclusive celebration products. And if you have huge orders over $300, I know some of you are like, what? But it's true. It happens.
Yep.
A lot of us, that's why we're
Yep.
demonstrators, right?
Yep.
Because we have those big orders.
Oh, yeah.
You get a bonus with your Stampin' Rewards too. But my suggestion, if you have that much on your list, is go with the demo kit.
Yes.
Because it is the gift that keeps on giving. First, you have two options to choose from. One will be the glass mat studio that we're going to be sharing with you in just a minute. And the other choice, option two, is you get $56 free. You get to pick $155 worth of products and you only pay $99.
That's
my gosh.
The best.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And there's free shipping on the kit. And then you get a future discount. And it's
you
just,
get a Paper Pumpkin kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So highly recommend. And either one of those is a great option. The glass mat studio, as you're going to see, is, I mean, it's a $60 value when you get that free. So either way, they're great deals, either one you choose. But if you have a wish list bigger than $99 or even at $99 or even just below $99, this is the way to go. It is the best deal.
And you don't have to sell anything.
And you don't have to sell
You
anything.
just get us.
You get us. You get
That's
a
your
discount.
bonus.
You get to be part of our Stampin' Demonstrator group. Oh, and I don't have the slide on here, but speaking of this, and this is just a reminder for the demonstrators and just a tease for those of you who aren't in our demonstrator group, we have a special guest on our meeting tomorrow, which is our
team
meeting online, and that is Elizabeth Belleville. She is a DDM from the Stampin' Up! Home office. She will be joining us for our meeting, and she's going to be sharing sneak peeks.
I love sneak peeks. Don't you all love sneak peeks? You watch us when we do sneak peeks.
Right, and so even better. Yeah. So if you're in my demonstrator group or Linda's demonstrator group, we're all Stamp It, and we look forward to seeing you and all of that tomorrow. All right, so let's talk about the glass mat. So it is very beautiful, and I don't even know if you can like really get a feel for this. Like, first of all, let me move this out of the way. So look at this, right? So that sucker, I could flip this thing upside down, and that sucker doesn't come off. Like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This is the silicone mat that you can put like inks in here when you're watercoloring. You can put your little mat on there and all that other stuff. But once it's on there, that sucker
doesn't come off
on there.
Yeah.
Like it's moving. It's not moving around. And like, this just made my organization on my craft. Like, I don't know about you, but when I'm making cards, I have such a mess, and it is like I always call it the crafter math. Whether it's a video or whether I'm just stamping for myself, and this like totally just made life so much easier.
It's like the stamping zone. It's like this is at least the neater section.
These little spots, they fit a Stampin' Spot. So if you're working with Paper Pumpkin or Stampin' Spots or whatever, they work in there. These little things go. You can put little ink. Put your little ink in there and watercolor. I'm going to share with you the beauty of using this glass mat when you're coloring with alcohol markers, like our Stampin' Blend Markers.
Did not know any of this.
Before that, we'll share a couple of other tips, but I'll do a full share on this coming up soon. So in addition to that, if you have a blending brush and brayer techniques, this is a fantastic flat surface. You don't have to worry about there being any warps in your table or it not being, if you've got tablecloth and all that other stuff that makes it not quite hard enough. This is fantastic for those techniques. Now, you can keep your paper down with washi tape, but there's another trick to this that we'll get to in just a minute that makes it even better. It's already really cool. Like in the beginning, I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I have the old black mat we used to sell, and I'm still kind
I still have it.
But after I replaced that with this, I was like, "Oh," we're like,
hand me a ruler.
All right.
So Sharon wants to know what size it is. So Sharon,
it's 17 and a half by.
okay. I was gonna say the measurements
17
here
inches by 14
show
inches.
13 by 13. So if you're trying to measure something,
so the specs on it are it is 5 millimeters thick. It's heavy too. I mean, it's a solid, and you can see it's not moving around when you move it. 17 by 14 inches in
17 by 14. Yeah.
Safety tempered glass, heat and scratch resistance. Hang on to that one. We're coming back to it. And it wipes clean, and it comes with this little cleaner. It wipes clean with just water or alcohol. And I found I had gotten adhesive on it when I was putting together my stuff. It had like, the adhesive things that get on everything. Yeah, they're all over my table. And literally a little bit of alcohol, can't even see it. It's all gone. It's all gone.
Nice.
And so the silicone mat here is 8 3/8 by 6 inches, and it has multiple uses. It's waterproof, heat resistance. This is also heat resistant. They both are. And that has the 4 squares for custom color mixing, for holding spots, and there's other great things. You can put your embellishments in here so they're not all over the place when you're making your projects, especially when you're like assembly line stamping and you've got a whole bunch of embellishments. You can stick them right in there, and they're not, again, the organization, this is like key. Cleaning cloth is 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 square, durable, reusable, lint-free, clean stamps and other surfaces with only water, and it's dark gray. I don't know why. I know you can see that, but I'm just reading off the list. Okay, so a couple things that I mentioned there that we'll talk about. I'm gonna do some coloring with the Stampin' Blend markers, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Before that, we've got grid lines here that make it really easy for you to measure with. If you use grid paper or anything like that, it's great to have these measurements on it. This is even, I think, more useful to me than grid paper after I started using it. One, because I don't have to have a fresh sheet every time I get adhesive on it. And two, because it's already got my flat surface. So another thing that it's great for is heat embossing. And I've got my little, I'm not going to heat emboss today, but the heat embosser, right? It gets hot. The glass, it's heat resistance, but it will heat up underneath your project, and it will make it quicker for you to heat emboss. And you don't wreck your table underneath, which is
the bigger deal.
Or whatever I have underneath that starts to bend or whatever melt from the heat.
The black mats have a bubble in it from that they got heated.
So with that, it is good when you're doing techniques with embossing paste, which I will show at a later date. The X-Acto knife. So it is scratch resistant. So we have these cool little things now. So you're familiar with the take your pick tool, right? It's like the little Swiss Army knife of tools, and it's got all kinds of little. This one's a little scraper piece here. We've got the paper piercer that I probably use the most of. I have another one that's got.
I have multiple ones.
This end picks up all your little doodads. But we also have this new little attachment here. It's got an X-Acto knife. It's got a little blade in there. And then this is like our little rotary cutter blade. So you can swap out simply by, oops, that one's going on the other end. So you can swap out the ends and put the X-Acto knife on here. You can use this to cut.
There goes our notes.
I'll use it on my scrap paper for now. You can use it to cut on here. And not only do you have a great cut, there is no scratching on your glass mat. So that's huge because I have yet to use this attachment because I don't have anything to use it on. So when I learned that, I was like, oh, there's so many things. I'm a big fussy cutter. I like to fussy cut things. Even like, a lot of stamp sets that don't have dies that match with them. But there are certain times when there's like a little thing on the inside that I want to cut out. And I can't because it's going to look stupid with my paper snips. But now that I have this and now that I can use it. And again, there's the rotary.
Nice.
So those are just a few little things about cutting on there. Stay tuned for more. We'll share some more about that in the future. I showed this already, right? We can boop, boop, boop. We're going to pretend we'll put that on there. And we're going to take our watercolor. And we're going to watercolor. The other thing you can do is color directly on the glass. You can color with marker. You can color with, you can put your refill on here. You can smush it around. You can even use it to smush.
Mix colors.
Yep, mix colors. Use it to smush your cardstock into to make cool background techniques, to make stripe, whatever. There's all kinds of things. The other thing that I saw that was really cool is that you can do reverse images on it. You can stamp your image on it, right? Take your paper pop it down, and then stamp against it. You've got two
Nice.
fish kissing, or your horses are facing each other. So, okay. So, do they sell new attachments for those? Yes. Are you talking about the Take Your Pick tool? This is we do sell these. These are these attachments are separate from the Take Your Pick tool. You can this is like an add-on that you can buy in the online store. So the Take Your Pick tool is available separately, so you can get the add-ons to that.
Yes.
Decorative mats. Right, so we've got masks or stencils. Right, you can take your washi tape, put it down, whatever you're using your brayer, you're using your blending brush, whatever you got. It's not going to move around, and then you don't have to worry about like especially this one, because this particular one lines up. Again, stay tuned, future episode. Yes, the attachments are available separately for the Take Your Pick tool. That they're not part of the mat, or they belong with the Take Your Pick tool. They are separate. Okay, so these like layer on top of each other, and so you want them to stay layered on top of each other, so you can line them up and attach them and do all of that good stuff. All right, so you can attach with washi tape, but wait, I learned something better. I'm gonna shout out to Janet Wakeman for this one. So, anyways, I use this on my desk upstairs when I'm in my little dining room craft area. This is a magnetic, or maybe it's just metal, I don't know. It's a magnetic mat made for mechanics. Now this one's it's magnetic, right? Whatever it is, it's made for mechanics, and it holds your magnets on there. So a lot of times, like when I'm working with my dies, when I open them up, I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess when I'm stamping. My dies are all over the place, right? Yep. So now when I open them up, I throw them on here just to make it easy for me, because I'm not as organized as Linda, and I don't have the sheets and have everything organized. I'm just a hot mess, and so that's what I use this for. So what I saw Janet do is she bought a bigger board. And I ordered one to show you guys.
Overnight, Amazon.
And of course, Amazon said to me half an hour before the video, it's not going to be here in time. So you'll just have to make do with looking at my little mat. But I'll do another one once that comes in, so you can see all the benefits of actually having the magnet. So you can use this board magnetized and non-magnetized if you have a magnetic board. I have on my blog, and I think Linda probably has it too, the link to the magnetic board that I ordered. So you guys, it's as big as this lengthwise, and it's flat, so it stays in here, as opposed to the one that I've had for a long time. It's just a lot smaller. So as you can see, the magnets, when you have a magnet board underneath it, stick to it. Yep. So when you're working with stencils, boom, right, holds them down. So you don't have to worry about the washi tape, and you can just move on your merry way here. Also, a couple of other things, like when we had our X-Acto knife on there, you can take a metal ruler, and that will boom, stick down there, and you can use your X-Acto knife to cut. No need for washi tape or anything else there. So that has its uses, and let me make sure I go through everything I wrote down on my list. I'm sure I'm missing stuff. So it keeps things from moving around. It helps you with the X-Acto knife. So there's a lot of different uses here for this if you make it magnetized. Yeah. Again, I have a link to the bigger board on Amazon. On the blog post, there's a link in the video description, for whether you're watching on mine or Linda's. Yeah. Linda has it too. Yeah. So those are some tips about why this is amazing. And get that out from underneath there. So we are now non-magnetized. Oh, here's the other thing I want. I knew there was one more thing I was missing on here. Throw that right back under there for 1 minute. All right. Did we show this? Did we show the dies?
No, we didn't. But yeah.
So you're working with your die set, right? And you're over on your machine, but meanwhile the other dies are still all over the table, right? Boom. They're right there, and they're not moving around, right? They're stuck. Yeah. They're stuck to the board now that the magnet's underneath it. So that's just one more way that magnet's going to hold everything down. So I no longer, once I get the board underneath there, the one that's supposed to fit it, no longer have to use my little mechanics mat. I can just live with the smaller one underneath, the longer one underneath it. All right, so the last thing that we didn't show, and I saw somebody said they had a left-handed board for somebody. Guess what? So I'm a lefty, right? This is set up for my left-handed use. You're a righty? Boom. So there's no need for a separate board. You've got lefty and righty, and those the mat and these all just come again. That mat, once it's stuck down there, it stays down there. Okay, so that's a little bit about the awesomeness of this glass mat. Okay, now we're going to get into coloring.
More on the mat. Let's see your color with it. This is what I'm dying to see.
So I told Linda, I said, oh my gosh, I finally broke that glass mat out of the box and we have to show it. I'm like, I can't even, like, the words do not even, like, there is none. I'm so happy about this. So I'm going to move in the Stampin Blend Markers here. Again, I'm a lefty, so you're going to have to bear with me. So I'm going to go to the left-handed side here. And I'm also going to put on my cheaters. So I've got a stamped image here from, this is the Stippled Roses set, which I think is just absolutely phenomenally gorgeous. And it's begging to either be watercolored or to use those Stampin' Blends on. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my darker Stampin' Blend first, just because that's the way I like to do it. There's no right or wrong way to work with Stampin' Blends, as far as whether you want to start with your lighter color and work to the darker one, or start dark and work light. Either one is fine. The real trick to making these blend well is your paper needs to be wet.
Yeah.
Your paper needs to be wet. So right now I am just highlighting the parts of the flower on this image that the artist already kind of shaded. There's a little bit around the petals. I'm not even being neat about it. I'm just going right on there. Okay, so I've got, this is Melon Mambo. That was a Melon Mambo Dark Stampin' Blend marker. And now I've got Melon Mambo Light. I'm not even, look at how messy I'm being here. I'm like all over the place. Just staying within the rose lines, but just kind of going on there. Okay, so regular, this is regular blending basic, okay? But now I really want to make this pop. I really want this flower to pop out of there. I am going to layer some more of the dark Melon Mambo on here. And this is where the mat comes into like play. Because of the glass, and Tina Wardell actually was the first one that told me about, using a mat like this underneath when you're, because I love to do this. And she said, you know what, it makes such a difference. And she was spot on, because with that underneath it now, this is getting really wet. The image is getting really wet, right? But alcohol markers dry very fast. So, I mean, within a minute or two, this is going to be dry, and then I'm not going to be able to blend.
And normally I'd say only do one flower at a time.
Normally, right? But on this mat, it keeps it wet underneath. It's not absorbing the ink. And so I'm able to actually move this ink around. Now it's getting really wet. And the other thing that's happening here that I was super excited about is that it's not, the paper isn't pilling, even as much ink as I'm putting on here. So now I'm taking a petal pink, which is a really light pink, and I'm just doing the very edges of the flower here. And I don't know how well this is going to show up on the video. But what I'm going to do is pull and blend in the Melon Mambo that I just added on there, so that it kind of fades into this petal pink. And because it's keeping it moist and wet longer, it's giving me a nice canvas to work with here. And I'm able to do this, and I'm able to move that ink around.
That really is something. Because I would say normally only do one flower at a time, or even do one section of the rose at a time, so that you're always working on a wet section. But the fact you're able to do both at the same time, wow.
And then I can just keep on layering, keep on going, no matter how, it just depends on your personal preference, how dramatic you want that to go. So next up, I'm going to just do some leaves. And I'll hand that over to you. So for the leaves, I've got Mossy Meadow and Lemon Lime Twist. So I'm going to start with the lighter of the Mossy Meadows. And again, kind of similar to what I did with the rose, I just took the actual shading that the artist, when they did the stamp, when they designed the stamp, they've got some shading right in there. I'm using their shading and just using that as my guide for the darker color. And now I'm taking, this is the dark lemon lime twist, and kind of blending in what I just did there. Now I'm going to get dramatic. Now I'm going to pull in the dark mossy. That's the darkest green I've got. And I'm going to touch just a little bit of those areas because I want drama. I like drama. I'm back to that lemon lime, and now you can really see it here. You can see where just moving that ink around with the dark really gives it a nice, like the dimension that it's adding.
So the mat is not available in the catalog at this time.
At this time.
Yeah.
We are hoping that it is coming in the catalog later. So this mat is available now. I know some of you guys are popping in later, so we'll go back to
She did not spray the paper beforehand. Nope. The wetness is coming from the ink out of the pen. So normally you would start and you'd only do one thing because it would dry before you moved on to the next flower. So what she's saying is whereas normally you would do it, you have another piece of paper underneath, and that paper would draw out the ink and help it dry, where it's staying moist. Now,
because you want it to be really wet, right? You can literally see right through there. You can see how it goes through, and how a lot of times when I'm working on my surface, it gets you get little, even when I have a mat underneath it or something, it gets a little mark on it like that. Well, this literally wipes right off. So it protects my workspace. It keeps the paper wet so that you can move that ink around longer, even the alcohol, so it's not drying quite as fast. And especially if you're a newbie to alcohol markers and you're a little bit slower than, especially when you're first starting, you're just kind of getting the hang of it. It is much more forgiving, and I feel like it's going to give you a lot more time to play with your image. And then, if I can find my sheet. I don't even know where I put half of my stuff.
We started all organized in 2 seconds
So through the magic of video, boom, I colored and cut that out. And we're going to do some stamping. So that was a little bit of a lowdown on the glass mat. Currently, and this is brand new from Stampin' Up, we'll just start back here really quickly. This is the Glass Mat Studio. It was available to demonstrators last month for a very short stint.
Yes.
Because they were releasing it for new demonstrators who join during celebration as a free option. Free. It's a $60 value, right? And you get that in addition to the demonstrator kit that's also awesome already. So right now, the only way to get it is to purchase the demonstrator kit, and then you get it as
option one
free, or you can get option 2, which doesn't have the mat, and you get $56 free. Either one is an amazing deal, but because this mat is just so phenomenal, and after I spent some time with it, I'm like, oh my gosh. So they've told us, and they haven't given us a whole lot of details on this, but this is going to be available for purchase after celebration. We don't know how long after celebration, and we don't know for how long it's going to be available. Hoping it becomes a part of our product line.
I would love to see it in the catalog.
Amazing.
But yeah.
And after I've been working with it, I'm in love with it now, and I need more. So that's the lowdown on that. Next, I'm going to do a really quick, easy, fun fold. We're doing the double Z fold today. I'm going to take what I just made out of these flowers, and we're going to turn them into something. We're going to turn them into something nice now. I'm going to use a black base for my original. So whenever I use a black base, it doesn't show up well on a video. So I'd like to do a quick demonstration first using some bright colors. So I'm going to score this. It is 4 1/4 by 11 inches. But don't feel like you need to write that down because we have a free PDF. And I'm actually just going to get rid of us for a minute.
That's fine. That's fine.
You can download that free PDF, and you don't need to worry about writing anything down. I like to make it easy for you guys. So I'm scoring. We got 11 by 4 1/4. I'm scoring on the long side, 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. That's going to give us the Z fold. Okay, so we got the letter Z. This card was brought to you by the letter Z. Now, for this particular, and there's different ways to do the double Z fold. This one, I'm going to use a 3x9 top piece, and I'm going to score it at 3 and 6 inches, which is going to give us 3 3-inch blocks. Okay, and then I'm going to attach it right here. That's the double Z fold. Super easy, right? Okay, you want to see it again? We're going to do it again on black. Again, like I said, I like to show it with the colors first because the black is harder. Sorry, black is harder to see on the video. So we got 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And it's a standard size card base. It will fit in the regular medium-sized envelope. Okay, so that's our Z. And then I've got the 3x9. I'm going to score it 3 inches and 6 inches. So I've got the 2 card bases here. Yep. We'll just make our own little card mess, okay? And then I'm going to decorate these 2 pieces before I put them together. And through the magic of video,
Dun, dun, dun.
I used the
Nature's
I've got a
Sweetness.
little cheat sheet here.
Nature's
And the
Sweetness.
Nature's Sweetness designer series paper layered over some distressed gold. See it there, really pretty.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
my favorite.
This was the
paper out of
base,
it,
and then this was our little 3-for on there. So I probably should use Seal Plus on this, but I'm using regular Seal because I'm lazy and don't want to go find the Seal Plus. I'm going to stick it right in the middle, smack dab in the middle. Okay, middle, and then I'm going to fold that inside and put adhesive on just that one block right there, just the right edge of the back. Okay, and then fold it so that there's just adhesive where it's going to touch that, and boom, we've got our double Z fold. What? Yep, that's how easy it was. And then we're going to circle back to those roses that I colored in the on the glass mat a minute ago, and we'll go ahead and stick some dimensionals on there. We'll just get rid of that one because it's not behaving. And stick that on there. And then I went ahead and from that same Stippled Roses stamp set, I heat embossed on a little strip here, happiest birthdays. I know it's a Valentine's Day issue, so happy Valentine's Day will work well too, but I thought, I'll make a birthday card. We'll really just mess everybody up, right? So I'm just going to cut a little banner in here and then take a bone folder.
It's maybe somewhere.
I don't know. It's somewhere in that, somewhere in that carousel of crap. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and just loosen the fibers on that banner. And now I'm going to want my regular silicone mat so that I can put some, if I had glue dots handy there, I would say use those. So I'm just going to put a little bit in the middle and a little bit on the left-hand side. So here and here, I put that. And I may want to trim that. No, I think it'll work.
There you go.
Okay. So what I did was I just popped it up, right? So I put it down there, popped it up a little bit there. And now we've got like a waving banner that's waving on there. And let's go ahead and maybe color cut and stick a little extra rose on there for it. And maybe we'll take some more pieces of that die set. I mean, you know, why stop there when you can just keep on going, right? And so we got a little bit of foliage here. We can stick underneath up here. I put the adhesive on the wrong side so it's sticking to my finger, but that's okay because now we've got a little bit of climbing to do there. We'll put some of these really pretty, they're iridescent foil gems. I've got a little bit of gold foil in them, and we'll put that on there, and boom, through the magic of video. Right? Super cool, super fun card. Just doing a little bit of coloring with those Stampin' Blends and a fun fold on there with some beautiful paper, and bam. So, you know, switch the words to Valentine's Day and it fits the video. All right. So that was my my share for today. Again, there is a free PDF for you on mine and Linda's blogs at Stamp with Tami or craftystampin.com. And I also, using the same coloring techniques And my video from Monday, this is the circle wreath card with using that stippled roses. And I do have tutorials for these coming, but I have a video for how to do the circle wreath cards. And there's another one using that same big rose on the circle wreath there. So a couple more ideas using that stippled roses. Stay tuned for these two coming. This one we just posted on our blogs today, so you can get the free PDF for that by clicking on the link in the video's description. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Linda.
Okay, so a couple questions. You can only get the mat right now when you buy the starter kit. Any links that we have that are wrong, we will update after this broadcast. And there was something else. Get the mat, just the alert, and the link to the magnetic mat. I know it's not on my post. I forgot. I'll update that later. Tammy, you said it was on your post?
The glass mat?
Glass mat.
Yeah.
Not the glass mat. The metal.
Magnetic. The magnetic. Yep.
If
I've
not,
got a link
we
to
will
the
fix,
Amazon.
Yeah.
I got it on Amazon.
If anything, we'll fix it later.
Thank you.
We're
Thanks
sorry
for the heads up. Appreciate it.
We'll
Sorry
look.
about that. And
Gotcha.
we'll take care of it after. Thanks
Okay.
for letting us know.
Oh, yeah. Oops. All right. So
It's a big old frenzy ahead of time trying to get everything ready and
In the right-
out so that we can do the video and have it there for you while you're watching the video. And
Yeah.
sometimes it ends up being a big old hot mess.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So, Valentine's Day. All right. So I got a couple things to show and then a couple things to show. All right. Can we have a...
Oh yeah, you want to see? You want to see the
Take a
table?
look at us.
Do you want to see the table? Do you really want to see the table?
All right.
Okay, I suppose.
So when we did the unboxing, is when I noticed that this Hooray for Surprises has a perforated pull tab. So it's like, and what I didn't realize till later is these other shapes are also perforated. And that's the little pull tab, is that little bubble here on the circle and on the heart. So Valentine's Day, that's like when you were a kid and you get the, Be My Valentine and all those fun things. And you would do the fun pull tabs. So here's a fun card. You can't open it. I have it sealed. And it has a pull tab. See, I said open here. I didn't bring the matching stamp set with me, but the stamp set has the open here. See, pull it.
This is so fun. I love it.
Pull it.
Oh my god,
and
it's so
got the
adorable,
cute little
right?
thing on the inside.
Right?
Like, so flippin' cute. Like, that's to me like Valentine's is those like fun, what kids would put in there, you go around and put it in each person's little backpack or bag behind their chair or whatever. So that's one of them. That's doing the pull tab, and I did a little extra and did extra pulls on the side. And then this is the heart. Now the heart has two. So this one is the one that has the perforation and the little pull. And then this is the exact same size, this heart. And they both come in this set. And so you can make, so I just did the pull tab in red and then did the white in the regular. So it kind of made it look a little different. And I got the arrows are from that Give a Whirl set.
Oh yeah.
So I have open here. And so I even, see the little tab, I even bent it up so they knew. And so you can just sort of pull. This is Be Mine. And I cut out a little B from the B. Just super cute little things. You want some fun stuff. I just thought that was, for Valentine's, especially kids, grandkids, interactive cute cards. That to me, I'm like, it's just so Valentine's, right? So that was one set of stuff I did. I just want to make sure everybody knew that. I think that was...
A question just came up in there. Do these circle cards fit in a regular envelope? Yes, they do. I have a video on this. I did on Monday a video class, and I shared that, yes, this particular size does, but I'm going to share one in a minute that doesn't. And I also shared on that same video how to custom make an envelope for the ones that didn't.
I'm trying to decide, do I just share or do I go over my other card? I'm like, all right, I'm going to share.
We can go in.
I'm going to share a bunch that I have that are swapped. Some are from last year, but just ideas for Valentine's Day. And then we'll go back to another one I made specifically for this show. So this is using, most of these are using, I think it's a Country Bouquet stamp set and punch. It does use some older paper, but you can easily swap this paper out with any of our new current papers.
Tina wants me to show how to build that card. Check out my video from Monday. I shared
Oh,
that.
the circle card?
The circle wreath cards on Monday.
Yeah. You know, so the beautiful hearts and, you know, the Valentine's Day. This one was fun.
Oh, I love the fun fold. I love it.
You know, I like them when you can kind of see the inside. Here's another one like that. I have tons from this country bouquet.
I know. It's such a pretty set.
It really is. That's one of my favorites. I don't know if all of them have. Side. Oops.
Oh, I love.
Oh yeah, this one goes up and then out.
I like that one a lot.
Isn't that cool? Get them all mixed up, and then you know. It's
that's cool. Center step.
Center step, yeah. So it looks like that on the side. Super cool. I like this one. It just kind of did a basket weave.
Oh, yeah.
With the just
great way to use your scraps.
Ooh, yeah. And there's another one. I love this.
Oh, that's adorable.
You know, and these are just so simple, but they're so cute. Another one. I'm looking to see. Some of the swaps I do require you to stamp the inside, which is fun. It's nothing I usually think to do.
You know, it's always nice when you don't have a naked inside.
Yeah.
Whoop! Don't show that one. No clothes on.
Oh. You know, just some of the most simple ones. This one's pretty. This is the big bouquet from that site. And then this one.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
The lattice. That's pretty.
There we go. Make sure I get it. All right, so that's the end of Country Bouquet. Then this one is the die. Thanks so much, or thoughts so much.
For that one too.
I forgot the name of some of these dies.
Love for You bundle.
Love for You
Love
bundle.
for You.
Yeah. So that's that one.
Okay, I got some. I'll throw these right in there too. This one from the same set, and this paper we still carry.
Oh yeah.
The metallic dry brushed paper. It is still available in the online exclusive section, and I've got a little rose gold back there behind that one.
Okay. And then I was thinking, like, what else, you know, Valentine's Day love or together. So this was one I made a long time ago with the
with the picture.
So sincere or I'm terrible. I'm sorry. Nope. But just the saying, you know, time spent together is the sweetest. You know, that's falls under Valentine's. And then the share a milkshake.
Love it.
With just hearts. Add hearts to anything and you get Valentine's. And then the Be Mine.
Is so stinking cute.
I love the bee.
I got a bee too.
Yeah.
I'll bring him out.
So super cute with the circle.
The bee is just so adorable.
You know.
Be Mine. That one's in the mini catalog.
Yep.
This is a cascading pleats card I made with the bee.
Oh, he's so cute.
I know. They're so adorable.
Yeah.
This one they got a few little scenes going on there. And I do have tutorials on the Scoop page for
and I got one more.
the ones that I made.
Super cute. And then this is
adorable.
I don't even think that adoring.
The adoring.
These are adoring hearts. So these are two I got from swaps. Because then I'm going to show you ones I made with the adoring hearts.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, I like it when you can kind of use the inside and the outside all in one. So, all right, you want to show yours? Oh, I thought mine was over the top.
It is.
Then I see hers.
This was actually yesterday's tutorial on my blog. So this was part of my circle wreath class. And this is the adoring hearts. And I actually did 2 wreaths, a double wreath. So the question was asked about the last 2 circle wreaths I shared. Those do fit inside a standard envelope. This one does not. I made this one a little bit bigger intentionally. So I made it 6x6, so it is bigger than a standard size envelope.
So pretty.
But I did share on the video, and I meant to bring it, and I didn't. I made a really quick and easy custom envelope out of designer series paper. So on the video and linked on yesterday's tutorial for this card, I have how to do that as well. But super cute. That 3D embossing folder, the adoring hearts, is just phenomenal. I love it. It's gorgeous. I mean, it cuts and embosses all at the same time. It makes it super quick and easy to make those.
So, on that same note, here is the die. I didn't bring I thought I grabbed the embossing folder, but I guess I didn't. Here's the die. The die itself is huge. So, if you really want to showcase it, you got to make them bigger. So, this is a card I made. This is a 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. And you go, how do you make a 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 when our maximum page paper is 12 by 12? I had to make a scene. But I wanted to showcase this full die
So
as well as the
I
full
love how you
embossing.
did it.
And then this is
love it.
this is the add-on to the paper pumpkin. Yeah, so when we're both like, yeah,
that
that's
goes with
needed.
everything.
Because I was like, what? I need, it's simple. What do I need? Something simple. And I was like, and it's that. And so this is my big version of this. And then I made a baby version. And so this one, I use the
beautiful
adhesive sheet when I cut out the dainty dies. And it really makes a big difference to layer them that way, because here's a sample of what they look like when you just stick them on.
You mean the foam?
Yeah. So it's, you can see how kind of bumpy they are.
Yeah.
They're very thick. So they're quite, you get quite a bit of
the foam sheet.
Foam.
Yeah.
Whereas
it really looks awesome.
Versus without the foam. Foam? No foam. And I use the love again. So this is like my big brother, little sister card using these. But I could have kept going with this, and then this one's kind of not related, but it's using the different colors of the hearts. I loved this whole set.
And speaking of that paper pumpkin add-on die set, so this is one of the alternates I did for this month's paper pumpkin kit. It was a little box. I do have a tutorial and a video for this. Again, using that love die because it goes with everything.
Yeah.
So silly of them. It goes with these three. It goes with everything.
No, yeah.
And this is good sized little treat box there. And I used the printed cards to make the box. And while we're talking about paper pumpkins, this is December's. This is another alternate that I made. Little flip card there. I have a video for that one too. Love the flip cards. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. And then I have one last one. I love the paper. This is Celebration paper. Most Adorn?
Yes.
Yeah.
That coordinates with
the Adorn. And I just want to showcase paper. And then this greeting is from Sending Love. It's the one with the mailbox post.
Yes, Sending Love.
Yeah. So it's supposed to say, I miss you. And so I cut out the love from another stamp in that set because I wanted to say, I love you. Instead of I miss you.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
So speaking of the mailbox, I'll go ahead and throw mine out there since we'll keep them all. So this was when I did the arrow, when I did my arrow fold series, and I took the die set there and made that little mailbox, and it's got a little love inside.
Yeah.
And this one brand new, I just made the other day. Haven't even put it out yet. So tutorial coming on this one, but I watercolored with this. Another one, I was using the glass mat. This was like the first card I made on the glass mat, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. The postage, drawing a blank, perennial postage die. So to make it look like a stamp, the background there. So they layer. I thought that was just really cute.
Yeah. You got anything else over there?
Oh, I got lots of stuff over here. We ready for
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. So we made this on a prior Stampin' Scoop show last year for online exclusives, and it is a easel drawer fold card. So we have tutorial for how to make this. My little, I gotta fix.
Oh, you lost your
my little knobby fell off. I gotta go fix that. But so this is actually surprisingly easy to make. It was an easel drawer fold card. I thought that was really cute. Next up, I have online exclusives again. This is the Meandering Meadows. It's a Cascading Panels card from my Cascading Panels series. And I kind of made that for the paper, just kind of flow all together and then give you a little like window inside of something to say in there. So that is Meandering Meadows. Now these are from last year, and these are the Playing in the Rain bundle.
I love that.
Ready? Get it? Love you. Yeah. So we got a little shaker card here with a little. I love these little dudes. Yeah. They are just so adorable. And then this one's got a little turtle on it. Super cute. Next up, this was also from a previous Stampin' Scoop show. It is the Carousel Horses. So this one uses the what the heck is the die set? I'm just bad trying to remember the names. Patchwork Pieces die.
That's it. Yeah.
Patchwork Pieces die for the background. So it gave it the little carnival. It's a gatefold. Opens up. I do have all of these. I have tutorials for, linked on the Scoop Show page. Yeah. So this one, it's a floater. It's a floater. It's a floating carousel horse. What were you thinking? And it's got. Now I can't talk. It's got the holographic paper on the background to make it a little
shiny.
Yeah, shiny. All right, so coming up, this one was from last year. But
I love this one.
This one is just another. It's another floater.
Yeah.
This one we got a floating motorcycle. I know. I love them. I love the window cards. So this one was from the Legendary Ride bundle, and I made it pink. So it can be for breast cancer, it can be kind of feminine, or it can be Valentine's, right? There's a lot you can get out of that one. And this one is this is a angled joyfold. Diagonal.
The moody pansies.
Diagonal joyfold, yeah. Kind of give it a little different with the pansies. Okay, so this one, back to the circle wreath cards. This was my first circle wreath card. That was another paper pumpkin alternate from the December. January's just showed up on my doorstep.
Yes.
I couldn't open it because I was so busy trying to get everything ready for the scoop that I couldn't open it. It was kind of sad. I was just looking at it like, my paper pumpkin box. This is me. This is the perennial lavender, right? Perennial lavender suite, brand new suite. And this is faux metal. So I took the paper. These are paper butterflies and embossed them.
Nice.
And so that's a faux metal. And this one was a club card from last month. It's the Fluffiest Friends. Yep. The little adorable little guy who was in the
They're online exclusive.
In the online exclusive, and he's holding a little heart there.
Oh, did not realize that's what he was holding.
Holding a little heart, and there guy's a little beaver hut in there, and there's a little bee hanging around on the front. And
I totally did not pick up on that.
Yep. So he was sharing his little love, and then these were.
Ooh, I like that.
This was this month my VIP club. So a little peek at what we do in the VIP club. But this was this month's. It was a accordion fold using that
embossing folder.
Most adorned paper with the
adorning hearts.
Adoring hearts.
Yep, and most adorned paper. Yep.
And folder, and then this one's like a little peekaboo card here.
So cute. That paper is gorgeous.
And the last one, this was my VIP club. So my VIP club members and Stampin Demonstrators will also have access to that library. If you're watching this, you can get the tutorial for this on the VIP site. This is the Double Dutch fold. So it opens up on the inside. So there's a whole lot of love in our VIP club this month. And a couple more. This was my Forever Love kit. These were just a couple of cards. A couple of the cards. I did some other things with that too, but I love the little peekaboo on there. And I think that is it.
So Sheila, and anybody else who's interested. So these are going to be on my. We're doing a Valentine's Day blog hop in a week. It's now on Thursday, so it's in a week. So these will be on that. So I will have instructions for these on that. And over this coming week, I'm going to do instructions for the pull tabs. So keep an eye on Crafty Stampin' for those.
All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up. So for those of you who have jumped on late, just a couple of recaps. It is celebration time. You can get free stuff, but we were showcasing the Demonstrator kit special during celebration, where you can, in addition to the regular amazing Demonstrator kit special, choose the glass mat or choose $56 free. The glass mat's a $60 value, so they're pretty similar in price, but one gets you that glass mat that you can't get any other way, and it is just the most amazing deal, and you get the glass mat. Or the other, you get $56 free. For $99, you get to choose $155 worth of stuff. I mean, they're great deals. More information on that on mine and Linda's blogs on Stamp with Tami or Crafty Stampin'. And with that, we will be back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Or 1.5 weeks.
Maybe a little earlier.
Yeah, with our online exclusives, because we got some pre-order stuff coming. And for those in the Stampin' Demonstrator group, speaking of sneak peeks, tomorrow, tune in to the Stampin' Demonstrator group meeting, because we got guests come from the home office, sharing some sneak peeks. So we will see you guys then. Thanks for joining me.
Bye.
And Linda. Bye.